Okay, so people, so when you see me holding this mic, it means it's time for the review show. So let's go. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is the Football Connect. I'm your host Sam, and we are doing Premier League review of all the games that has been played. There's so much to talk about, so many areas that we need to at least have an idea or maybe an understanding of what the manager was thinking making those decisions. So we're going to be talking about Erik ten Hag and some of the decisions he made today, as well as Liverpool playing against Nottingham Forest. We're going to be talking about all the other games that were played. Chelsea lose again. There's a lot, and it's exciting to talk about this. And Arsenal hit 5. We have so much to cover here, people, so we're going to be doing it as quickly as possible. But the only place to start is at Old Trafford, where Man City were playing against Manchester United. They were the visitors, Man City. Pep Guardiola talked about how much he was afraid of Erik ten Hag and how Manchester United can just turn it. The man was talking about how the game can just change and how much it could actually hurt Man City to go forward. One thing that I'm not going to disagree with him, the way it maybe felt like he was sounding. Man City are not yet really the finished article, especially with so many players that they've made, but they were still the team that where they had the upper hand playing against Erik ten Hag's Manchester United. Because to be honest, what exactly has Manchester United done to give anyone the confidence that they can do something this season, especially in this past 10 games? There's a lot of things that happened in this match that we need to at least decipher, talk about them, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. And I'm going to do more reaction videos over to that as well. Today I'm going to add an El Clasico bonus. I need to talk about El Clasico that was played yesterday. It was a good game, so we're going to be talking about it here as well, people. So the game finished 3-0. Man City beat Manchester United, and Haaland was the star of the show, and Phil Foden also scored the last goal. But the interesting part about Haaland being the star of the show is exactly at the end of the game, Pep Guardiola was not happy about something, and it seems like they were quarreling about something, him and Haaland. So you find what exactly is this man asking from this player, because you just won by 3-0 at your fearless rivals in Manchester United, and you're still not satisfied with what your star man did after he scores a brace, especially when he has not really been performing so well. It's exciting how Pep Guardiola demanded the best for his team, and you can see the difference between him and the guy on the other side, Erik ten Hag. So this was the derby of the heads, by the way. People talks about how bored heads these guys are. Anyway, it's just a joke. But one thing that I was really surprised about was when I saw Erik ten Hag taking out Sofyan Amrabat at half time. My question was, exactly what is he expecting? What was he expecting by taking out I felt like one of the most important players in the game as it was going. Because let me tell you, I'm looking at the team stats right now. The game finished shots, United had 7 in total, the whole game. City had 21. On target, United had 3, City had 10. So it means the goalkeeper of Manchester United was saving a lot. Onana really looks like he's taken a 10, because he's really doing some good saves, So we have to give some respect to him. Percentage wise, United had 39 and Man City had 61. Passes 605 to 391. That's a difference. 89 pass accuracy to 80. Fouls 5 by City, 9 by United. The yellow cards 4 for United and 1 for City. Red cards none, and offsides 4 for United, none for Man City. You wonder where were they playing. Corners 12 for City, while they were 7 for United. So when you look at the stats, you'll be like, okay, who expected United to dominate the game, especially playing against Man City, especially with the way they've been playing? Why would we expect them to dominate the game? Yeah, so that we will not really make it count, or we not even say anything about it. But we have to ask some certain questions. how do you, as a manager, this was the lineup of Manchester United, the home team. Onana was a goal, Dalot, Harry Maguire, Evans, and Lindelof. They were the team that was set up. We had Christian Eriksen and Sofio Amrabat playing as the holding mid. Well, of course, that helps Christian Eriksen to create something. We had Bruno Fernandes, Scott McTominay, and Rashford playing as the front three, and Højlund was up top. That's reasonable the way he set it up, especially if Casemiro was fit. Of course, we know he was going to be at the Eriksen position, but he wasn't really 100% fit. But I think he was on the bench. Let me check. No, he was not even at the bench. Interesting that Kobe Manu was actually on the bench, but he was not used. I thought this guy was the star of the show for Manchester United in the preseason. What happened? And Man City had Edison at goal, Guvadio, John Stones, Diaz, Walker, Rodri, Silva as the holding as well. And we had Phil Foden up top, Alvarez and Grealish, and Haaland was the main up top. So Haaland scored goals. Foden did score a goal, so that's amazing if you put them in your fantasy team. But the game went very well. There was actually sometimes I felt like on counter Manchester United are really doing so well. They can really hurt this team. But my confusion came out from the substitute. Of course, Man City got a penalty. Was it a penalty? So many questions could be asked from that one. Many of the people that I've heard, they said that it was soft. And just later on, if the same type of incident that gave a penalty to City happened to United, but the difference in this one is because the star who was being pushed or who was being held did not fall to the floor. So if he did not fall to the floor, it means that did not actually help the team. So that just makes everything interesting, because after that happened, you'd expect something to happen, but nothing actually moved. So we found ourselves in a craziness of wondering, was VAR used well? But we also heard of this rule that only referees can make a decision if the player actually fall down. So my thoughts to that is that Højlund should have fallen down, especially the way he was being pulled. Because it becomes hard because he continued going. How do you give a penalty as a referee with the player not going down? We talked about that. This new rules needs a player to go down on the floor for some certain decisions to be done. So that did not happen. But City got a penalty because Højlund was holding a player. The player falls down and there was a hold. That's why the penalty was given. Was it City cheating, or the VARs, or the Premier League referees not being, doing what they're actually supposed to do? So many questions can be asked from that, but we won't really get into that. We just look at how the situation happened at the end of the day. My confusion came when Amrabat went out. Amrabat went out, by the way, for Mason Mount, which meant Scott McTominay was going to drop in and play with Christian Eriksen as the holding. We remember McFred, people. We remember McFred and how much of a flop this group was. We had Mark Eriksen in this game. My question is this: why? Was okay, he had the yellow card, Amrabat, I get it, but I think he was actually doing better to stop the attack or disturbing the attack of Man City than what we saw from Eriksen when he was playing in that position. And at the same time, you put on Mason Mount and number 10, and he's not even playing that position. Because we had Bruno Fernandes, who's the number 10, playing as a winger. We also had Mount coming in the middle, just behind number 9. So you wonder exactly what's happening. We also had the Marcus Rashford, who felt like I felt like he was just disjoined from the team, didn't want to play. I think that's what you could say if you really zoom in when you really think about it. A lot of things were happening in this game. It just left so many people with so many questions. But one thing I can tell you, game plan from Erik ten Hag, it seems like it's something that is really going to be difficult to be found out. For us, the rivals who were expecting for a clash, it's the Manchester derby, you expect it to be, in high flies, one of the best games. We were not given that. In fact, we were robbed of our time. So there are so many things that we United have to improve on. Eric Ten Hag has to find something, and if he's not doing well, he has to work. Some of the in-game decisions, which so many people praised him so much last season about his in-game decisions, they've fallen so dramatically that now I'm really speechless in terms of where exactly this team is going. There are so many things that can change, but at the moment, so many things are going against Eric Ten Hag that they should be going on his side. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section over the United game. Did it impress you? Are you happy? What did you expect? What did you get? And what would you want to see to improve from both teams? And do you think Eric Ten Hag deserves his spot as Manchester United manager, especially with what we are watching? I have no idea what's making noise in the evening anyway. So